What we wanted to do was create a game that had balance but allowed you guys the ability and the flexibility to play this game the way you wanted to. You know, the traditional structures are in place, but as you play this game, you can earn the ability to basically break with the standard conventions with these abilities called wild cards, and these different wild cards allow you the ability to basically customize your class in any way that you want. If you don't want to play with, let's say, a secondary weapon, you know, that's a choice that you're going to make. You're going to have to use one of your wild cards to let's say you wanted to add an additional perk 1, or you want to add in a different attachment. There's different wild cards that allow you to do those things. And you make these trade-offs and these choices, and this is how we balance the game, and the designers have balanced the game. And so what it's really going to do, I think, for players out there is you're going to see a lot of new play styles on the battlefield. You're going to be able to, I think you're going to see, you know, people customizing classes specifically for maps, specifically for game modes on maps. When we give players choice, we find that they do some pretty amazing stuff with our game systems. You know, the team was sort of, you know, bursting with creativity. They wanted to give you guys new gameplay, and so using this 2025 setting, using the technology that we project will be available, you know, how that translates in multiplayer really nicely is, you know, not only in new weapons, but in particular the technology that's going to be on weaponry in the future. When you see autonomous ground robot on the ground, you want to drive that, or you want to let the AI take it over, that's fine. You can do that. You know, some of them are player controlled. You know, everyone's seen the quad, the Dragonfire. It's a lot of fun to fly, and to earn that. There's a lot of great new, like I said, just a lot of great new attachments. People have seen the MMS. They've kind of wondered, you know, where did that technology come through? This is the technology where on the attachment it allows you to see through things. Well, you know, when we're coming up with this technology, we're looking at technology today in the year 2012, and we're projecting it out, and you know, we come up with our own justification for how things get there. So, you know, when we got here, we went through the airport scanners, and you know, granted, it's a very big form factor right now, but in the future, we fictionalize it, and we see it getting into a smaller form factor as technology advances, and now it's a really great you know, scope, an optic for a weapon. So there's all kinds of things that we can do, and as you guys are watching the videos, I'm sure you'll see all the great new technology. You guys saw the shock charges that we have. Those are great new gameplay that you can use, great equipment. Excellent if you like to stake your claim in a particular map and cover yourself. You can throw them at entrances while you're targeting out at somebody. I like the target finder, which is a great, you know, it detects enemies out in the world, and it helps you. Of course, you are your ADS during that, so there is, you know, you don't have as much of a view of the world, but it's, you know, there's all kinds of great new technology for players out there. When you earn score streaks, which replace kill streaks from our prior game, it really wants to reward players for playing the game mode that you're playing, right? So if you get a lot of kills, you're going to get plenty of score, but if you're playing let's say a capture the flag game or domination game, and you're playing the objective mode, you know that when you're playing this game, you see the score in terms of whether you win or lose. You see the score sometimes being more meaningful than a kill, right? And we just reflect that. It literally just, in a way, it simplifies what you've already been seeing when you play our game. Is you know, it basically says, well, here's a game mode. Here's the score that you're getting. That score is what's reflected in the score streak system and how you earn those score streaks. So I think it will reinforce the kind of behavior that you want when you're playing a game mode. And that doesn't mean that you know, for you Slayers out there, you guys are going to be able to get plenty of score like you've always had. But what it also means is if you're a support player, you now have a chance to earn some of those rewards. If you like to be a person who goes to get the domination point, you're going to also get rewarded for that. The other thing I really like about the system is that they're not mutually exclusive, because they are going to reset when you get killed. If you don't think that you're going to be able to earn some of the higher ones, you can pick, you know, a couple of low ones, or all three of them as low ones, and if you get to that score, they're activated. Doesn't matter if you get to that threshold point level, you'll get them, and then you can use them. You don't get them one at a time. You can just you'd end up getting them all. Or if you want to, of course, like I said, wait till the higher levels. You can do that too. So, and when you use them, even the UAV, right? The UAV is helping your team. You get score when you actually deploy the score streak. Inside the game, we've integrated a new league structure, right? It is a sport, and now we're putting some rules around it. You're going to be able to get into a game, and we are going to match make you at your skill level. You'll play a couple of qualifying games. We're going to put you in with people who you'll be able to compete with, right? We all know that the game is a lot of fun when you win. We know that it's really fun when you get a close match, and even if you lose, even if you almost win, that can be fun as well, or you just win, right? It can be, difficult when you're always getting wiped out, and sometimes it stops being fun if you're just completely annihilating the other side. So in this league play structure, we're setting up a place where not just the best of the best can go, because they will go there, and they will be at the highest ranked leagues. But average players or beginner players are going to have an opportunity to play the game and play with people and have competitive matches, that while they're playing this. So it's not just the leagues. We've actually created features that are going to allow players to, what we call CODcasting. It's a suite of features that are going to allow players to join games and actually commentate and provide, meaningful content for viewers. I mean, we know that people love to play Call of Duty. And I think people are going to love watching people play Call of Duty. And once we give you guys those tools, you guys are going to be able to, in these local and custom games, create some really great content. The other thing that we're going to be doing for players is, for players who play in league play, we're going to be offering the ability to live stream under certain conditions. So we're going to talk more about that later, but there's going to be a construct where, and we know this is going on out in the world, where people are watching other players play, and I think it's going to help. They're really great players that people like to watch. They have to watch them play, and they learn about it, and I think all this comes full circle. As I was talking with you about Create a Class, people are going to start to experience and get exposed to all these new kinds of play styles.
Good fight. Time to get paid.